This is my 2003 Skoda Fabia. It's the 1.9 TDI estate, but the main problem that I've got with this one at the moment is with the light switch. It's a design very similar to many Volkswagen, Audi, Seat designs, in that you turn the switch to turn on the lights and you pull it forward one click for the front fogs and forward 2 clicks to get the rear fogs on. And I found when I was driving along that I had my front fogs on all the time, and in fact if I turn on the ignition you can see that the front fog warning has come on despite the fact the switch is in the off position. It's a fault inside the switch. Something copper has broken away from where it should be and it's causing a short, and clearly that's something that needs sorting out. So I've bought a new switch off eBay. I've already tried this repair and it went wrong once, and I want to make this video basically to show you what went wrong and how you can avoid it. Well, this is the switch that I bought, and I chose it from its picture. It looks right. Yes, it comes with this plastic mounting, but that's not relevant to this. And I knew that it was one that I would want because it's got the emblem for front fogs as well as rear. A lot of the cheaper versions didn't have a front fog on, and so they've got that emblem showing and not that one. So I thought that would be enough to help me choose the right switch. They come out of their mounting relatively easily. If the switch is in the off position, you push the switch down and then turn it into the on position. This won't come all the way, but it's enough then for the whole thing to come out of its moulding like that. And that's what I need to do on the car itself. I probably can't do it one-handed whilst holding the phone, but if you get the idea, push the switch in, turn to the right, and then start to try to withdraw it. Obviously they've been stuck in this position for quite a while, and the way that they are mounted is little lugs. I'm not sure how easily I can show you on this other one, but it's small lugs that no, I can't show you on this without having to put the phone down, but it basically anchors the thing into position. It doesn't really want to move particularly easily, so what I did to help myself was to use a paint scraper to just ease this out as well, and I'll do that. It is relatively simple, but I'll need 2 hands to do it. Okay, so using the paint scraper just to ease it out, the thing comes away relatively easily, and there you've got the wiring behind. All of the references will tell you to disconnect the battery before doing this, which is a wise precaution though. To be honest, if it saves time, I've left the battery connected for myself, but you do that at your own risk. And the next thing to do is disconnect the cables, which you can do. Each of these plugs just pinches and then pulls out of its housing, and again that's a 2-handed job. Okay, so I've got the plugs off, and here's where my first issue started. When you look at the back of the socket, you can see you've got the light switch here with its connections, and next to it are the connections for the headlamp levelling and also the dimmer for the dashboard lights. And that's the one that's just come out of the car. This is the one that I bought, and the issue is this little thing. It's a completely different plug. Now, I won't go through the whole thing. I did think that maybe I would be able to remove this switch from this housing and put it into the other one. Unfortunately not. In their wisdom, Volkswagen, Audi, Skoda have decided to completely have a different mounting mechanism, and it wasn't basically going to be feasible to swap one over to the other, and so basically this was no good to me. I've contacted the person I sold it, who sold it to me, and I'm waiting for a reply. Hopefully I can send it back to him. If not, I'll simply be putting it on eBay myself. My fault, to be fair, because I hadn't looked at my switch initially. I went by his description, but to be fair, he did say that this was from a 2005 car. This is a 2003, and clearly in some way this is an improvement. Not to me, it isn't. So this one is irrelevant to the rest of this video. Let's find the one that I bought subsequently. And here it is, just the same as the other one that I bought. It also came in with its plastic shrouding. Focus please. But you can see at the back that it's now got the same shaped plug as what has come off my car. And I was lucky in this advert, he did actually show a picture of this sticker, which actually is identical to the sticker on mine. Can we focus that? Yeah, 531DJ-DY, which is identical to my old one. My one made on the 72nd week of 2003. This one made in the 322nd week of 2002, but the code is exactly the same. So I'm more than happy that it's the same. And obviously looking at the front, it again has got both the front and the rear fogs showing. So with a little bit of luck, this will now be a perfect fit for my car. So I paused you for a second just to release this from its housing in the same way. And I would imagine that not all of those stickers are exactly the same. There's bound to be little differences here, there, and that's why I wasn't too concerned about the other one not being exactly the same code. In fact, the code on that one trying to find the appropriate sticker, can't. It's not exactly the same anyway, but I figured some of it being batch numbers and stuff, I might get away with it, but on this occasion I didn't. So that's the main issue. Just be very careful and be aware of the fact that there are two different types of connector. That clicks in nicely. Again, trying to do it one-handed. Use my knee to help perhaps. That clicks in nicely. Feed the whole thing back into its housing, and it should just push home and click. There we go. And with a little bit of luck now, oh, the ignition is still on, but it's not showing that headlamp warning until I click once, side lights on, click again, and focus please. We do now have the front fogs. Turn the headlights on, pull again, rear fogs, everything as it should be. So thanks for watching. Hope that's useful. That's 7 minutes 45 minutes that you won't get back of your life if it isn't useful, but if it is, as I say, it's an easy job to do. Just make sure you get the right switch. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.